Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my tutorial. My name is Rabia and today I am making a tutorial video on how to color skin, anime skin. So for this tutorial I am using a character from Demon Slayer. Her name is Makomo. So first we will quickly line it out. Okay, so our line art is complete. Now what we're going to do, we are going to erase all the pencil lines so we have a smooth drawing to work on. And when you have all these eraser particles like these, so always use a brush. Don't just swipe away with your hand because sometimes the pencil lines will smudge and it will get a little bit dirty. So if you don't want that, you can just swipe it away with a brush like this. Okay, so for my drawing, what colors I'll be using are peach color. I will list all the numbers down below, so all the number of the pencils down below, and I'm also using Fiber Castle color pencils. So you can use any kind of color pencils that is available. Okay, so I am using 330, which is a kind of like a peach color, and a little light orange, 314, dark orange, 316, red, 321. It's kind of like a reddish brown, it's 392, and a light pink, 319. And to blend them, I will be using white color pencil. You can use a cotton bud or q-tips or tissue paper, anything that is comfortable for you. So for my first tip is always have your pencil sharp so that you can easily go into tiny details, tiny spaces. If you have shorter or rounder point, it will not be able to cover a little bit all the details. So that's my first tip. These are everything that I have experimented so far and worked for me. You can experiment with whatever you like, what kind of color shading you like. Some people do pink, some people do purple or brown, whatever makes you comfortable with. Yeah, so what I will recommend is to build up your colors, especially your shades. When you're doing all the shading, make sure that you're building the colors up and always go lighter. Don't go directly, go darker, because if you're going lighter, you can always make it a little bit darker to make it even. But if you're making darker right away, you will not be able to lighten it up. So always make sure that you're building up your colors and going from lighter to darker. So what I like to do is I always like to start with the lighter color and then build it up to darker, and always press light so that you can always, like, if you're making lots of layers, always make the first layer lighter and then build up the colors. Don't go dark right away. Okay, first we're going to, and always have whatever character or anything you are drawing, always have a reference so you will be able to know where you want to color what. Okay, so like this, I'm using this reference to know what colors I need to use. Okay, so first we are going to lightly place out where we need to place all the shadows. Okay, so I'm using a light color pencil and I'm using I'm going to make, there is going to be a little bit shading on the eyelids, on both of eyelids. Then little bit on the hairs. We're just going to mark where we want to place our shading. A little bit on all of the forehead where the hairs are going to be. Okay, and a little bit on the nose. It's going to be on the nose, a little bit on the chin, and then there's going to be shading on the neck. We're just going to lightly place out where we are going to place our shadows, and then there are going to be shadings on the legs like this. But so when once you have placed out where you want to put your shadows, okay, so once you placed where you're going to place all your shadows, now you're going to lightly color that area. Okay, just lightly, not too dark, not too light, just normal pressure, because as we're layering, if you're making your first layer darker, it will be difficult to layer 2-3 colors together. And don't go on all directions like vertical, horizontal. Just use one direction to color your drawing, because if you're drawing from this side, and like you're drawing like this and then this and like this, if you're using like cross hatching, then that's fine. But if you're using like normal colors, way with the how you color normally without hatching, then you don't want to go like all the directions. You only want to go one direction. If you're going from bottom to top, then go in that direction all over the place. And if you're going from top to bottom, then go from top to bottom. And if you're going from sides way to up, then you're going to use sideways to up. Okay, hope you will understand what I'm trying to say. Is like this: if I'm going on when I'm coloring the leg, I'm going up and down motion, and not sideways motion. And now we're going to go for a little lighter orange. The more layering and you're going to do, and more colors you're going to use for shading, the more depth it will give your drawings. Just lightly, not too hard. Only we're going to press hard only when we are doing the last layering, which we really want to pop up. Now we're going to use a darker orange, and we're going to press a little bit harder, not too hard. And now we're going to use red and color on top of the orange. All the places where we already made colored on orange. Now we're going to colored orange. Now we're going to color on orange. Nose and chin, on the forehead where the color of the hair shadows are going to be. Okay, and now we are going to use the brown color, and not too dark, just normal pressure. And now we're going to lightly use our peach on top of it, just to like blend all the colors together. And last, we're going to use white color to make it even more blended out. Okay, so the shadow areas are done. Now we're going to color the main part of the skin, all the face area and all the little whites we left. Now we're going to color that. For that, you're just going to first use light pink to lightly color on all of the face, neck, and all of the area, skin area, and then we're going to build on that. Again, like we did on the shadow, we're going to lightly color the area with light pink. When you're coloring, make sure that there are no white parts and you're coloring very evenly. Make sure that you're leaving these areas from coloring it, because these are like white parts of our eyes and they are going to be lightly shaded with gray or whatever color you want to use. So make sure that you are not coloring in these areas of the eyes, only the face. Now we're going to color in the neck area a little bit light orange. Okay, and that's how I color skin. And I hope this tutorial was helpful to you guys. And if you did like it, leave it a comment, leave a like. And if you have any questions that I was not able to clear up, you can ask me in the comment section below, and I will link all the color pencils and all the numbers in the description box as well. And yeah, and also let me know if you want any more tutorials like this, so I'll make sure I'll help as much as possible. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Allah Hafiz.